Hiya, kids. Here's an important message from your Uncle Bill. Don't buy drugs. Become a pop star and they give you them for free.
What's up, everybody? The Jays are back with another episode, our weekly podcast here, Chillin' with the Jays. And I'm one of your co-hosts, Jay Don Provolone, the motherfucking guy with the gold chain as our cover out displays. And I am joined by one of the best guys I know, probably the best guy I know. That's why I'm on a podcast with him. And here he is.
What up, everybody? It is your boy, Juan, a.k.a. the original East Granby Crusader himself, coming through on my high horse. Also, Google it. You can find me, East Granby Crusaders. If they got some comment section, Joel, you can read that shit. Also, bruh, much love to you, Joel. Yeah, man, what's popping off, man? We are back for another dope episode, bro. Do you know that we are nearly to episode 60? Like,
almost, man. We're right around the corner.
We're right around the motherfucking corner, man. That's fucking dope, bro. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man.
Yeah.
I'm doing pretty good. You know, it was another pretty good week for me, man, and I'm pumped to do the podcast right now. And just like you said, this is almost episode 60. We're up to what, like 10 months in now.
I know, bro.
About 9 months around that area. It's coming up on a year.
Coming up
already.
on a year, man.
Chrysler Sebring.
Bro, we'll definitely have to like bring in the celebrations once we like basically hit the mark where we've actually done like a year's worth of podcasts, which will probably be what, like the first week of January or some shit like that?
I would say so, yeah, because we said fuck it, started a podcast in January of 2016.
2016.
Well, sorry, 17, my bad.
Yeah.
2000,
Nah, you good.
January of this year. That's when we did it. I know when we did it.
You can't tell me.
You know why? Because I was there. That's why.
Yeah. And it was funny because I was there too because I'm the co-host.
Yeah,
also,
yeah, you were actually. Yeah, definitely solid on that.
But yeah, man, that's what's up, man. I'm glad you had a good week. You know, same here. You know,
yeah, man.
Week.
How was the weekend, bro? How was the weekend itself though? Between Friday, because let's keep it real. Friday and Saturday are like the real kind of weekend. Sunday's kind of like a chill day because you know you got to do your back to the bullshit the following day, so you really can't really do what you want to do Sunday. You know what I mean?
It's true. Sunday is like a preparatory day, like where you got to still start. You got to like ramp up the gears and be like, all right, you know, can't go to bed late. But the weekend, Friday, Saturday, good, man. Chilled out, kicked it with the lady, watched some movies. It's Halloween, it's October, Halloween month, and we're just getting it in, man. Like, you know, just she loves Halloween. I'm all right with that shit. You know, I'm not the biggest fan of Halloween. Not that I'm a hater, just it's whatever to me.
That's not you. I feel you. I'm not really into that shit either.
You know
Keep it real, like the thrill of Halloween and shit like that. And funny thing is, Mariella was born on Halloween.
That's not. Oh, damn! So her birthday's around the corner. Then that's what's up.
Yeah, right around the corner.
Shit. Okay. Shout out to her, but not right now yet. In a few weeks. But yeah, man. Talking about this motherfucking Halloween. Let's talk about these motherfucking kids, bro. This is a good segue.
That, bro, kids,
yeah, speaking of that.
Perfect segue on that one, actually.
Perfect segue to the Ninos and shit. It was funny. So the way this topic of conversation came up was during the week, Jay and I were talking about kids. And we were just like laughing at all the thoughts that we have on kids. And we're like, you know what? We should just make a episode about what it is to have kids. Do we want kids? The trials and tribulations of having kids. I wish we had somebody on that actually also, you know, had kids, because the kid that you have isn't biologically yours. You know, I'm kind of wondering.
No, she's not. No, it's not.
Nope. So
might be.
What'd you say?
I said I called her it. I referred to her as it. That's the problem. I said no, it's not.
Shout out Stephen King. What up? But
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, man, kids, bro. Like that's huge. It's a milestone for many people on this planet. Yeah. It's a way that we push the bloodlines further. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's also
legacy. They say
the legacy, yo. Also the headaches, the issues, the fears. I could talk to you about the fears, and not that it's going to be any different from anybody else's fears, but we'll get into that. But let's talk to you, man. These kids, bro.
First off,
why?
You know, like the first thing, like when you're like, why? You ask yourself why, especially coming from somebody who didn't have any kids. Every girl I got with that was like my girl, they didn't have any kids of their own, really.
Yeah.
And to all of a sudden jump in this scenario I'm in now, where there's a full blown kid, the kid doesn't have no connection with her own biological father at all. She don't even know what he looks like. The dude could be standing in front of her and she don't even know who the fuck he is. Which is sad.
Yeah,
which is sad.
wild.
You know, definitely sad. You know, because I'm a product of growing up without a real father figure. You know what I mean? As well, or father. I know who he is, but you know,
Yeah,
you
know
know
his
the
face.
deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know I can recognize him. You feel me?
Exactly. But she can't.
No, not even a little bit. She has no clue.
That's
No clue.
nuts.
To the point she doesn't even question it. It's like not even like a question. It's like I just don't have one. Some people do and some people don't have a dad, I guess. But it's just that's it. I'm not even gonna question it.
That's nuts, bro.
Yeah, man. So coming into on that dynamic, man, is hard to come in and that because they have a routine. That's number one. Then you're throwing a monkey wrench into that routine. And there is so many things, man. I'm gonna keep it real. Any man that's listening out there, if you don't have no kids and you get with a woman that has kids, which is a very big ass portion of the population, of the younger population, it is what it is. These women be fucking, and obviously with no rubber. And you gotta put it. Do I want this? Yeah. Because it is a serious fucking commitment. I'll tell you right now, and Mariela knows as well. I doubted this shit many times because of this scenario. Many times I was gonna end it.
Yeah. Because
of the kid. Like it's just too much. Like sometimes it's too much, man. You can't. The biggest thing before I keep going on the rant, basically the biggest, the number one thing I would say before we get into the others is time. When you get with a woman with a kid, they're gonna the kid comes first. They're just naturally. So regardless of how much the girl may be into you or you into her, woman rather, and the kid you can't get a babysitter. You can't go out. You know what I'm saying? You just can't.
That's it.
That's a big thing, especially when you're first getting with someone. You feel me?
Babysitters, man. Damn.
Babysitters, man. Nobody want to watch a goddamn kid. No. You know what I mean? Unless you paying them, nobody want to watch a kid.
Yeah,
you know.
You're paying them.
No, you got to pay them. Of course, we did it a couple times, but these babysitters be price gouging. You know, motherfucking babysitters, $10, $12, $13 an hour. Like, motherfucking people with full-time jobs don't even get $10, $11, $12. And you can't watch this motherfucker for like 4 hours, you know?
Yep.
So that's number one, man.
Damn,
and
time. That's huge.
Time. Number one. Time. Fucking,
Tiempo
you know.
For all y'all Spanish speakers.
Yeah, .com.
Damn, bro.
Time, bro. So you guys, and I know you, man. You have a dog. I'm not comparing children to dogs.
For sure.
Okay, so people don't get emotional about that.
But
I'm just saying you have that connection. You know, far as like time, you can't do certain things because the dog is home.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. I can only imagine that shit's amplified, and even for me, and that's all right. So let's just get it out of the way. We're gonna cut it right here, right now. I don't want no kids. Bada bing, bada boom. Katie Jo and I have had this conversation before. Yeah. I say now, we don't know. Maybe in 3 years we're gonna switch it around. That's just the way this world works.
No.
There's no such thing as an absolute answer. But for now, hell no. Because I know what it is to have that dog and to then have a kid on top of that, which then you really seriously have to communicate with them. Because at least with a dog, it's like you can be like with your nose and sit down or shut up and go in your crate, that type of stuff. I can only imagine the amount of cops involved if you're telling your kid to go in the crate. But like, yeah, man, like I don't know, man. Like the responsibility dealing with the dog, I can already tell you right now that having a kid is a negative for me because that's time. You're right, man. Like what? Like and big ups to people who do be having these kids. Shout out to Jared. He has his baby. My buddy Donnie but this dude is a couple years younger than me, about to pop out the third one. I got two nephews that got kids. You know what I mean? Two nephews have their own children. Like they coming out. The legacy's real, but Lord have mercy, bro. I don't know, man. I don't know. Also, I think I'm a big ass kid. That's exactly what it is. I'm a big ass kid, my goddamn self.
But that's a double-edged sword right there, bro. Because that would make you a good father, though. to keep it real, man, because that's how I won over Jody. I wasn't being the dad. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah, yo, let's sit on that for a while. How did you win her over? Like, that's a pretty dope conversation, I think.
Yeah, man, because especially I never got this deeply involved with a kid. You know, I've dated chicks with kids. You know, so common. Like remember the other day I told you that the single moms got the best snacks and food. You know what I mean? they always do.
Do you know why I like single moms? Because there's always food in the fridge.
It's true. It's true. They never just like not have food. You know what I mean? It's always something serious like in there, mad snacks and shit like that. All types of Pop-Tarts and graham crackers and shit like that.
Crackers. Any Chobani yogurt?
No, definitely not. Definitely not. No Chobani yogurt. They don't believe in that
joke,
shit.
People definitely inside.
You know what I'm saying? It's a joke on that one. Now they got that Go-Gurt. They got that shit. That Go-Gurt. That Go-Gurt. And I will be up in there with my boxer brief, sitting there tearing down the poor kid's Go-Gurt on the couch. Yo, you want some or nah? To the kid. Who's that? Who's that, mom? About to be a stepfather by the weekend. That's who.
That's who.
But no, for real, brass tacks though. Like when I got with Mariela, right?
Yeah.
Of course I wasn't really involved with the kid, you know, like that. It was a kind of keeping it at a distance. And number one, I'm a man. The kid's a girl, so it's like I kind of stay away from her in like the private situations, like the bathrooms or her room. I wouldn't even walk in her room or nothing like that. I would just like walk right past it. Won't even look in there.
Yep.
And the way I met the kid, I was sitting there watching movies on the couch with Mariela. Mm-hmm. Probably the second time I met her. Second time I was actually chilling with her, watching movies, and the kid was sleepwalking. Right? The kid was sleepwalking, and I'm in the kitchen. I'm in the living room. The kid's in the kitchen, just standing there with her hair just out, like completely covering her face. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck is that kid doing, man? Are you serious right now? You know what I mean? No. Yeah. This is I'm not like cool with this. That's what I told her. You know, like what are you doing here? What this normal for the house? Oh, she just sleepwalks sometimes. That's okay. No, it ain't okay. You know what I mean? I don't got my exorcism gear with me right now. You know what I mean? I can't do it at the moment. I wasn't prepared. Better put that fucker back to sleep.
You can't do it at the moment. like at a future date, you will be prepared. But for now, at this moment, nah.
Nah, not at this second. But I told her to put it back. But, you know, that's funny how that. Because then the next day, I actually met her. And the kid didn't remember. And tips for dudes, chicks with kids. Number one, man, be a friend. You're not, remember at the when it comes down to it, just you are not her dad. You feel me? You're not her daddy yet. You know what I mean? So you have to handle it as if it's just like a little niece. You feel me? God. Hey, cutie, what's up, cutie? That's all the things I was doing. What, you know, giving her high fives, paying patty cake, maybe because she's a little dancer. She's a dancing kid. She, you know, been dancing for years. So I'll try to bust one of her moves with her because on the back of my mind is I got to be cool with this kid because if the kid don't like me, she's gonna cut off my pussy supply. So I gotta be cool with this kid. You know, she's gonna get me in there even deeper than I already am. Yep. So it's kind of you gotta play the role. So yeah, let's keep it real. There's that I'm keeping it real. Brass tacks right there. You know what I mean? I don't care if I sound like a scumbag. Every dude does the same thing. Because not many dudes are gonna go get with a woman and just be like, oh man, I love her fucking kid. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yes, man. I can't wait to go over there and spend time with her kid, even though I have none. I love this. You know, it's not like that. You would much rather them not being there. Let's keep it real. Yep. You know what I mean? But you want to be kind of cool with the kid for that reason because you want to be cool with the mom. But at the same time, you have somewhat of a moral obligation to be some type of positive role model in this kid's life because you are choosing to be with a woman that has a kid and the kid has no connection with their father. So therefore, you have to be some type of positive role model in the best way you can. So be a friend. That's what I could tell you in the beginning. Be a friend, and then that daddy shit comes later on.
Got you. That's what's up.
Man. Yeah, that's how it goes down.
Doesn't she call you dad now? Or sometimes she does?
No, she don't call me Jay or Jamie.
That's what's up. Look, and as a testify, I'm testifying right now on some shit. So when we went there for your wedding, we stayed at your place. People, let me be real with y'all. the positive role model is a true statement from this guy. So I was actually staying in her room because she was with her mom, who was also with her family right before the wedding, and the bros were hanging out, and I slept over, and it was in her room. And yo, let me be real with y'all people. This dude had a list of chores for her to do, but with like goals and prizes at the end. Like, yo, if you do these 8 things, you're gonna be able to have this, and she would check them off and shit, bro. Like, it was the craziest. Like, it was like wait, it was like you definitely stepped into daddy mode for that shit, bro. So shout out to you, bro, because you definitely made
Appreciate
that
it,
shit
bro.
pop off, man. Yeah, man, I see.
Have to.
Even if
Have
it was
to, man.
to try to get deeper in the groove, I feel you, man.
It was for both. It was both reasons. Number one, I grew up without a father, as you know.
Yeah, man.
And then at the same time, I gotta try to get up in there. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's, I am a man at the end of the day, but I'm, I am a good dude at the same time. So I'm gonna look out for the kid as much as I can because I do have somewhat of a moral obligation to do what's right.
Yeah.
And I am doing what's right in the ways that I was taught. You feel me?
Yep.
But that's another thing though. I know you said that you just don't want kids for at least right now, but I can tell you a couple of years from now, you're not gonna change your fucking mind. Because honestly, I got this one upstairs. I don't want any kids either. Like, me personally, like I don't want to have any kids. Like, I don't want to have any kids. And it seems as though the biggest reason, and very common among, I guess, our generation, is the cost.
Bro,
The
nobody
cost,
ever
man.
prepared for that shit though.
No, nobody ever prepared for that shit. But it does help if you're already making crazy amount of money, though.
I believe.
You're pretty fucking prepared right there. But like this some of this shit is mad money, bro. And I'm coming in late. I'm late to the game. You know what I mean? I showed up a couple of years late to the game. She was already 7 or 8 when I met her.
Gotcha.
And like mad fucking cost. Like, even for this motherfucker, man, go to the mall. Like, I bought this kid like clothes and shit like that. And like, this shit be like mad money, man. The fabric is like, you barely got any fabric, but they charging like $30, $40 and shit like that. I'm like, well, for what, man?
Yo, don't you like how them prices, like, you can get grown ass man denims at the same price that you could get like kid denims. Like, it has nothing to do with the amount of material used. That's how you know some bullshit. That's how you know some name brand shit. That's what that is.
Has to be, because why? Like, the fabric, her arm is, her leg is literally like the length of my arm. That's like her leg.
Got you.
You know what I mean? And they're over here charging. I could get my own jeans cheaper. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. I do.
Yeah, so,
like, because don't they like? Yeah, no, sorry. Continue on the costs of dealing with.
I was gonna say, what is the number one reason that you don't want to have them? That's what I was about to say. Besides the time.
It goes back to time. That's really what it is. It's like
is.
there's so many things that I want to do that I know that with the kid I wouldn't be able to do, and it's things that I want to do that I have to do. You know, like I can't. I'm sure I'd be like a dope dad because like I do have that kid style with me. You know what I mean? Like, to me, I know I'm more of an uncle. I mean, and Lord knows I am an uncle to about fucking nigga, man, like 10 kids now, 11. I'm an uncle to 11 kids, and 2 of them have kids, so I'm like a grand uncle too. You know, and I'm cool with that level of dealing with the kids and myself. It's just like I like my work hours. That shit, like, I love doing work. I love it's a weird thing to say, but when it comes to like work, even though it gets stressful, I love being at work, and I know that wouldn't fly when you have a kid. Like, I also don't want to be that's the other thing. I don't want to be the type of parent that when they look at me, when my child looks at me, they're like, damn, dad, like, I barely be seeing you. You're always at work. Like, I want to have a good balance of life at home and life at work. You feel me? But right now I'm on the grind, and that's really what it is. Like, I'm more focused on trying to get to a point in my life where then I feel comfortable. Obviously, and it has nothing to do with money. It has everything to do with my personal position in this world. You know, so I don't know, but right now I don't feel like I'm there. I feel like I have to grind more. I feel like I have a bunch of other things that I would like to accomplish, places that I like to see. It's the same thing with Katie Joe. That was like one of the biggest conversations that we have. You know, and then once it's all said and done, hopefully, maybe when we do decide to have a kid, if we decide to have a kid, it'll be after things have been completed. But it can't be a perfect setup, and that's one thing that I know. But as of right now, I shall repeat it again. The Chacho McFresh doesn't want a little Chacho McFresh Jr. just yet. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But
So we sit, but pretty much slinging dick, not hitting the target.
Yeah, basically.
That's what's
but
going
on
on.
purpose. Like
On purpose, yeah. Like my accuracy's so good that I know what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Got you. I got you.
Every time.
Yeah,
So stank.
I feel you, bro. I feel you, man. I feel that.
Yeah, man.
I feel the same way, man. Because honestly, I was a dude that I was growing up, and I was just like, yeah, I know. Eventually, I'm gonna have one. Like in my head, I already knew, and I was already fucking at a very early age, as you know. So I was like, there's only but so much luck a motherfucker can have, you know.
Before one pops out with your
Before one of them calls you up with that dreaded phone call, and unfortunately, your boy Jay has experienced.
Ooh.
I've experienced that multiple times, actually,
This is
in my time.
This is
in my
exclusive,
time.
bro.
This is exclusive.
Talk to
This
us.
is inside right here. There's insider information. TMZ, hit me up.
What up?
Basically, man, this is how it went. I was 19, 18, around there. Girl calls me up.
Yeah.
I'm over here. I'm at work making barely any money. I'm just sitting there, you know, whatever. Just pissed off. I'm even at work. I pick up the phone. Hello? Jay?
Oh,
My period's late. And I was like, you're not in school. What are you talking about? And she's like, you know, Jay, I don't know how to say this. You know, I'm pregnant. And I was like, with what? What are you talking about? Like you ate a lot, or
With-
like what?
with what?
I was in shock. Like nah. I'm only like 18, 19. Like, what are you talking about? Pregnant? Nah. That's for other people. You know what I mean? It ain't for me. Then I hang up on her even like an asshole. The girl sent, even on them bootleg ass fucking flip phones, she tries to send me a crusty ass picture of the fucking pregnancy test. And I was able to get the Rosetta Stone and decipher the hieroglyphic of the picture that was sent to me. And immediately I feel all the pressure, like my heart just dropped right into the testicle sack. Just goosh. I was like, man, here we fucking go.
Yeah.
Here we go. And you know what came to my mind at first? It wasn't the fact that she was pregnant. I wasn't scared that she was pregnant. I wasn't scared that I was gonna be a dad. What I was the first thing, this motherfucker's gonna cost all my money. You know, all of my money's gone. And I shout out to everybody that does have a kid. I'm not saying it's not a magical situation or not a beautiful thing. You know, I got friends with kids and things like that as well. I'm just saying, you know, some people, if it's for you, it's for you. If it's not, it's not. And what the girl did, what the girl did on the low, she got an abortion.
Damn, for real?
She got an abortion, yeah, on behind my back, and the what really hit you like a dagger in the heart was it was twins.
What?
So yeah, so your boy Jay would have 2 twins right now.
Damn, bro. Yo, what the? Talk about that, man, because it sounds like you're sad.
I was
You
sad,
sad?
bro. I was, yeah. I still feel it here and there. You know, it's been a while, but that never went away.
Yeah. Jesus.
That never went away, man, because, you know, twins run in my family. My mother's a twin. I got 2 or 3 other sets of twins, so I got a lot of twin sperm going on up in here. You know?
Little, I see 12 gauge shoddy sperm. That's what's
Yeah,
going
so
on.
you know you're getting that super sperm when you fuck with me, and that's what happened. And the girl, she got a, you know, I wanted to kill that motherfucker. I'm gonna keep it real. You know, if I didn't fear being incarcerated, she would be dead. You know, and that's just keeping it real right there. Damn, and that shit made me sad, bro. It did, because I would have like 2 like 11-year-old twins right now.
Wow.
And that's part of the reason why I treat Jody somewhat, try to treat her good, because I know for a fact I would have a kid the same age as her right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like for real, I would have one that's like the same exact age.
You
They
would
were
have
born the
2.
same. They would have been born the same year. Yeah, I would have 2 of them.
Little fucking Leventinos running around.
Yeah, man, getting whooped.
But I would be present though. The dad would be there.
I would be there. I wouldn't have ran from it. I didn't. That didn't cross my mind. Like when she told me, I was like, okay, let me figure out how I'm gonna leave. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like
Just gotta.
you
I mean,
worried about
let
how
me
you
get
gonna
out of here.
finance.
Yeah, that's the first thing. How the fuck am I gonna afford this, man? I'm only making like $10 an hour right now.
That's nuts.
Well, I was working for Napster at the time.
What the How did you
That's
how do
that-
you get a job at Napster at that time? Like that's like
I have no fucking clue.
That's
I
fucking-
I applied to this building, and then they said, "Hey, this place is not hiring that you were getting applying for, but we got some openings at Napster." And I'm like, "What the fuck? Who uses Napster?"
yeah, who the fuck and who gets employment checks for working at Napster?
Yeah, Napster. They knows more. Napster fucked up with that because they, obviously they started off as a free software stealing music,
Yup.
but then when they got caught, they tried to go legit. But obviously, people lost trust with you. So you're obviously not going to do well. They tried to be iTunes before iTunes was around.
Yeah,
That's
man.
what they tried to do.
That's what they definitely try to do. You know what I was thinking about? Mi Gente. Migente.com. Remember that shit?
Oh, was that a
original
dating
social
website?
media.
What was it?
No, it was a Facebook type of thing. It was like you made a profile, had your picture. If you could upload a picture at the time, and basically it was always like used to hook up, like yo, like look at this girl, what up, send her a message. But it was literally like a Facebook, MySpace. Like you had your little profile,
Gotcha.
your age, your location. Choo used to swear by that shit. I remember that.
Yeah, I remember that. And BlackPlanet.com.
Blackplanet.com. Damn man.
Yeah.
That was a weird
way back.
diversion from kids, but we have to
Yeah,
shout them out.
nice segue into trying to get ass on the 56K.
56. But yeah, man. So all right. So you do have the heart of a father in you, and
Yeah, it's there.
it's definitely there, and it definitely shines through. Talk about like disciplining Jadi being not the
a
actual
tough one.
father, but like because you still got to lay down the rules.
Yeah.
How did that? When was like the first time you I don't even, or maybe you don't feel comfortable with it, but like what was the first time where you had to like do it, like and be like, I have to put my dad foot down, even though I'm not your dad. You can't be doing that. Like like, what was that about? How did that feel?
I felt completely because growing up in a punishment ass household, it was just a part of what kids kids are supposed to act a certain way, and they're they're a certain place on the totem pole.
Bro,
you heard the dad come out, right?
Punishment. I heard the word punishment so much come from your house. You're on punishment. I remember
Always.
fucking Deja, the dog, would be on punishment.
But everybody was on punishment. Everybody getting punished like the fucking Oprah with punishment. You're getting punished. You're getting Ron for you being here all the time. You're punished.
I was like, damn, all right.
I'm calling Pa to let him know that you're punished. You know what I mean?
God, dude, fucking Pa.
Yeah. So we basically in that situation. I was very, very stern, and the very first time. Let me explain the dynamic of it, because you're like you were saying, you're not the dad, but at the same time, she does respect her elders even before I met her. Got involved with her rather. She respects that people are older. You're supposed to listen to grown-ups. She has that foundation because of her mom. But it wasn't really awkward for me the first time I had to do it, because that's the type of person I am. These kids got to learn. These kids are gonna learn, and if you're gonna be around me as a kid, you're gonna act a certain way. Yep. But the very first time that it was when I seen her kind of trying to walk all over her mother. You feel me? Like kind of not doing what she's told to do, or being told multiple times to do something, and with me, that ain't going down. You know, feel me? It's just not gonna happen. I'm not playing around with it either. I'm not gonna be bending the rule. You're gonna do what I tell you to do, and you're gonna do it the way I'm telling you to do it, or I'm gonna take everything out of your room, or you're gonna be staring at the ceiling every day. That's my mentality on it. I may not whoop your ass, but I will make your life suffer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In some kind of way, and you have to go in there and remember that you're the adult. And if you choose to be with a woman with kids, I don't care if the woman is, because a lot of women I dated with kids, they're always like, "Oh, I'm not looking for no father for my kid." You know what I mean? All they need is me. But eventually, when you start seeing a woman for kids assistant, you're around. The kid has no dad. Eventually, you're gonna have to take that responsibility, and the woman's gonna be looking at you to do so. Yeah. It is what it is. I don't give a fuck what they say in the beginning. They just want to sound strong. But that shit was some fun. It was funny because she looked up at me like I was the Lord. You know what I mean? And I told her I am the Lord Commander of the Night's Watch. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to listen to me.
Yo, oh my God. She would be. I mean, I don't know if she would be in the Night's Watch, but she is sort of like a bastard, right? Don't have a father.
Yeah, she is. We're both bastards. So you know what I mean. Never, you know, I never had a dad. Shout out definitely. I'm instead of the big black fur coats, mine's just like a beater, like a black beater.
Black.
That's how we get down on my Night's Watch.
Yo, in the backwards hat.
Yeah, exactly. And that's how it was, man. It was awkward as fuck for her more than me because she never experienced something like that because her mother's very dainty, very gentle.
Yeah.
She yells, but like it's not even like when she's yelling, you're kind of like, what are you doing?
It's
you
not
know what I mean?
imposing.
Yeah, it's like, what are you doing right now? You're just trying too hard right now. Just chill out.
Yeah.
So and she was really shocked, and ever since then, she just knew it wasn't about any games. And I let her know what's up. Yeah, I was being her friend, but I was like, listen, it's not gonna happen with me, sweetheart. I don't care how nice you think I am. You're not gonna like me when I'm really, really mad at you, because I'm not gonna play around with you like your mother does. I'll have you in here with nothing. All you have is not even a blanket. You'll just have a sheet. You know. Sorry, no TV, no phones, no everything, bro.
None of that shit.
Definitely not. Definitely. What I would do, I would take the TV. But the first time I actually took something away from her, it was like living hell, bro. Just like she never experienced it before. So basically, like she was looking for me to fill the void.
Yeah.
Like take her TV away, but then all of a sudden I got to suffer kind of to like entertain her. You know. You feel me?
Dude, don't let her know that, bro. She'll switch that shit up on you, bro.
Yep. So, but of course I put it's just hard. It's hard because at the end of the day, she's not your kid, but at the same time, she's looking at you as the dad. So if you're not ready to take that leap and take that responsibility, then you got to get the fuck out of Dodge. Yeah. And not Dodge City, Florida. We're talking about like out of the life with the mom.
Just get out.
You know, just get out. Get out, bro. And that's something I could definitely attest to far as why I don't really want kids either, because life's already a fucking pain in the ass, man. You know what I'm saying? It's already a pain in the ass. Then you got to deal with this type of shit.
Yeah, that core shit.
Yeah, it's hard, man. You know, everybody always telling you you're not complete until you have kids or get married, man. I feel fucking fine without my own. So I don't know who, you know, for real.
Yeah, I don't know. Like that's obviously there's a certain beauty that I have yet to come across, like to experience. I don't have my own kid, you know, like I don't know what that feeling is. I've seen the happiness on other people's faces. I've also seen the you know, I've seen heard the issues, like, you know, from people like you and like some of our cousins, man. Like you know how we are, man. Like I don't know what it is about maybe being like from the East Coast or whatever the fuck. That's probably a dumb way to say it, but I don't know what it is. But there's been so many people like our age in my family who, like, when they have kids, it's just like you could tell, like, they're just like, oh shit. You know, I have yet to, maybe with the exception of like my brothers and sisters with their kids, and I've seen like that look on their face was like, oh, here we go. You know, like, I'm so happy I got a kid. Let's do this. But like a lot of other times, it's just like, man, if I didn't have a kid, I'd be fucking happy, bro. You know, I hear that a lot, but I also hear the other side.
I hear that more than they're happy to have one.
And they're happy to have one. Yeah, it's
I'll
only
tell you
like
that
a
right now.
magical few. Like, and that's what makes me wonder. I'm like, man, like, I really think a lot of people ain't built to have kids. Like, I feel like to a certain extent, to a certain degree, it might almost feel like it's society doing the whole, like, this is the way it's been done for millennia. You know what I mean? The father of my father and their father before them, you know, of the clan. You know what I mean? Whatever the fuck. But like, I don't know. I don't feel that desire. Like, that's the thing. Like, that's like really the thing, and that's the core principle. I can attach any ideology to what I feel, but what I feel is I don't want to have a kid. Like, it's not even something that I desire.
You can't have one, bro.
Yeah,
you can't. I'll tell you right now, you can't have one.
It's like I don't feel that way. I'm not looking forward to it. I'm not looking, you know, yeah, like, and I have, like, I can say because of this, because of that, because of the other, you know, but it's really like that. Like, I don't think about it. The only time a conversation like that pops up is when we do a podcast about it. Or, you know, Katie Jo sent me a picture of Jared's child, and super adorable too. So once again, shout out to you, Jared, beautiful baby.
Yeah, big one, man.
And Katie Jo was like, I want one, and I was like, what you want a picture of a kid? I'll give you a picture of a kid.
Shit, man. Google's full of them, man. You have a blast tonight, mama.
I seen a nice one.
Yeah, go ahead, man. They got all the colors, too.
Yo,
You know what I mean?
honey child, I'll make a collage of baby pictures for you.
Hell yeah. I'll make a graphic for your ass and everything.
I could put the words on it. I know Photoshop. Nah, man, and it wouldn't be fair. And I think that's the most important thing for me. Like, I don't want to be forced into having a kid. Not that I feel like I'm forced into having a kid, but I don't know. At this point in time, I know that it wouldn't be fair for the kid, just because I know exactly how I am.
Shouldn't have one then, bro. Nothing wrong with it. It's not like there's nothing wrong with it, man. You know what I'm saying? It's very common nowadays. The birth rate is almost at the lowest it's ever been in history for the United States right now. You know what I mean? Definitely not low as Japan. Speaking of that, you know, look that up. That's some amazing shit out there.
Oh, really?
Japan's countrywide, they're number one in the world of countries of birth rate.
Of birth rate, like number one, like the least amount of kids being born.
The least amount. Yeah, the least amount of kids are born in Japan on a grand scale. They have less babies than any other country in the world,
bro.
And the reason being,
Gundam Wing.
They feel as though that, what'd you say, Gundam Wing?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Anime. It's more important. They don't have to get up and go fucking take care of a fucking baby when there's anime. But no, for real though. No, for real, because they don't see the point. That's the thing. They said they don't see the point of like relationships and being in love and things like that. They're more career oriented. They just want to make a lot of money. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
That's what they're more focused on. So it's crazy. It's crazy. There's way more people dying than there's people being born out there. So that should be something to worry about in like years and years to come. You know what I mean?
Sure. Absolutely.
Definitely, man. People don't live forever.
Yeah, people don't. But I get the feeling like if I feel like Japan would be like the most effective in a unified effort towards whatever goal. Like if they saw that it got to a certain point where like, yo, there's not enough kids, and in 30 years we're not gonna have enough kids to sustain our culture and our country. I feel like they would put like a strong ass unified effort to be like, all right, this got to get done. And like in 15 years, you're gonna see like the babies come back again. I give Japan.
No, and then Honda will probably sponsor cloning. So yeah,
Yep.
that's what they'll probably do. They'll probably figure out some genetic way of not having to fuck and just generate babies. Like when they're getting a little low, let's go ahead and just generate these clones right quick.
Shout out Japan. You know what? Like no one knows, but we all know that you guys are mad advanced. That's it. Japan.
They're like magical people. You know what I mean?
No,
like
they're
above everybody.
World, bro. They are the elves.
And they keep it low. They keep it on the low, and they're mad humble about it. But they know damn well they're like smarter than regular people. Yep. They got like superhuman genetics. They can fucking fly.
Yep.
Like they keep it real. You know what I'm saying? They do everything to like perfection. You know what I mean?
Like on point.
So
like
everything's on point.
On point. Like that's what it is. So shout out to y'all, kids. I had another question I wanted to ask you back to you and Jody, and I forgot. So yeah, man. That's that.
Nice, bro.
That's a good one, right?
I'll keep it real, though. I could talk about this all day, man, because you know.
Hit us with another one. What else is on your mind when you think fatherhood and the situation that you're in?
Number one, man, I wouldn't, you know, personally, if I had the finances and I was in a situation, you know, space, demographic, far as a comfortable neighborhood, which I am in now, space, demographic, you know, a woman that's willing to do so, Mariella would be. That's the thing too. Mariella doesn't want another baby because she already has two.
Yeah.
The son lives somewhere far different, you know, other topic for another day. But she'd do it. Like she's already expressed it to me. She's like, Jay, I don't want to have kids, but I know you don't have any of your own, so I'll be willing to have a kid for you.
That's a hookup.
You know. That's keeping it real right
that
there. You know, you can't buy something like that from somebody, man. They're like willing to have another kid knowing they don't want to have one just for me.
Yeah, exactly. Along, especially her who knows the cost of having these kids.
Yeah, no, the drama, and she had to raise both of them alone. You feel me? And she's willing to have another one with me, man. That just cue up the Keith Sweat.
Yo.
You know what I mean? Just boop, press play, make it last forever.
The cry R&B.
Yeah, that's what that is. So it's hard because you want to be just intimate, loving, caring to the woman, but you got to realize that there is a kid. You can't just ignore the motherfucker all the time. Yeah, sometimes you want to be like, yo, and I do. I'm not gonna lie. I'll be like, yo, leave me alone. Yeah. Go to your room. Why do you have a room? Stay in there. You know what I mean? You have everything in there. You have Xbox One. You have Netflix, Hulu, Stars, TVs on there and shit like that. You can paint in there. She got a lava lamp. She got everything a kid can.
She got a lava lamp.
Yeah, she got a lava lamp. These kids they're weird. Yo, turn that shit on and look at it. They'll be like, oh my God, I wonder what's going on in there. You know what I mean? Is that blood? You know? So it's that type of shit. She has like one of her newest best friend, because these kids cycle through best friends like every other day. All of a sudden they have a best friend. Then we don't hang out anymore. This new one's my best friend. But she has her current best friend that lives right around the corner. Literally, they walk to each other's places. Yeah. Because like I was telling you before, these kids don't play outside. So what I was saying is, they literally, like, for real, that's no exaggeration. Like it's fucking stupid. They don't play outside at all.
Didn't you say that they said that it was weird if you go and play outside or some shit like that?
Yeah. Yep. Legitimate, because I've asked her straight up, why don't you guys go outside or something like that? You know what I mean? Ew. I was like, what do you mean ew? It's like, outside, like you could get dirty out there. And I was like, you're on punishment. You're on punishment. I can't tolerate that. You know what I mean? That's insubordination right there.
You hit her with a punishment.
Hit her with a punishment. That is blasphemous. That's all I can tell you, kid. That is blasphemous right there. Because, yo, me and you, we were outside all the time. We played video games, but we were outside, yo. We were outside.
Bro, remember me rolling over the bike and shit?
Yeah, and you weren't even worried about your body.
Pa's bike.
Yeah, shit. I'm all right. What about the bike? Yeah. And he cussed you out too. He cussed you out for fucking his light up, yo.
Dude, I think because of the bicycle, I see my dad shake his head the most. Like he would every time I'd like roll it into the fucking garage with the crooked wheel, because I don't know why I thought it was cool to just ride down a hill and not just, I would remember how I would ride the bike and on purpose have the front wheel hit the curb just so I could fly off the fucking bike onto the grass. Yeah. Fucking dumb, yo. Dumb.
That was some dumb shit. We did some pretty risky fucking shit, because we were up in places where we shouldn't have been. No helmets. No elbow pads. Nothing. Just rocks. You know what I mean? No cell phones. You know what I mean? We could have been fucked up and shit up there just for days.
Getting real fucked up. And then be like, yo, Street Fighter pose.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. Yeah. I'm Ryu right now. Let me get on my bike and fly off.
I'm Ken. Okay, Juan, go.
Let's go.
You know.
But yeah, yo, I want to get you. I know what I'm gonna get you for Christmas. I'm gonna get you like a little receipt machine that when you punch buttons into it, like a little receipt comes out that says punishment, so you can rip off a ticket and give it to Jotty.
As a citation.
Like a citation. Yeah. Yo, what? Here you go.
Yeah, punishment again. Like I was saying, they don't go outside. So she has everything a kid can want, and it's weird, yo. It's weird they don't go outside, but it's mad weird that they don't do nothing outside, bro. Like I tried to take the kid to walk up the street. We have 2 parks surrounding us, and I was like, let me just walk. Want to go to the park? Walk real quick. Halfway through, you think we can go home? I was like, I know. You know what we can do though? I'm gonna leave you here. And I'm going to go home, okay? Have a good one. That's what give me your phone, too, so you're going to have to figure it out. You're a big girl, right? Yeah. It's just like that. And it's rough, man. You know, the another thing besides the time, I could say, time and finances, I would straight up have one. I really would. I would, get back on that original topic. I really would, man, because I don't have one personally, and I feel like after that mix up I had way back when, I feel like I owe myself, I owe my mother to have one. That's one side of the seesaw, but the other side of my brain is like, nah, fuck that. Yeah, sure. You're already dealing with enough upstairs. You know what I mean? That's enough. Baby would just threw too much problems in there because we're already having trouble going out. Like me and Mariela, we having a little date night here and there. That's far few in between right there. That's like once a month maybe. You feel me? And we have to orchestrate that. People be canceling plans as far as watching the kid and shit. Then I'm like, yo, just watch your fucking self. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Take this mirror and watch yourself, because I'm leaving. I'm trying to go out.
Trying to bust.
I would. You know what I would do though? I would definitely get a fucking somebody trustworthy, I would get like a nanny or like a person that can come by 2-3 times a week and just spend time with the kid.
Yeah.
So I could still have that relationship with moms, still banging that back out. But then at the same time, somebody is watching that kid, so that, the trustworthy type of person that can, because my mother and Mariella's mother, they'll spend time with Jai, but they're like, I don't give a fuck how nice grandparents may seem.
Sure. Yeah.
You can't. It's a selfish thing for you to have your own kids and expect your parents to watch them.
You
feel me?
Yeah, bro.
They already raised your fucking kids. Their kids, you know what I mean? They already raised kids. Why would you force on them that they better be watching your kid? You know what I mean?
Yep.
At the end of the day, they're related, but they're not going to be taking over the parental type of aspect. And that's how my mother is and Mariella's mother is with Jody. Yeah, they'll watch her here and there.
Sure.
But your ass ain't going to be doing much though. You can go watch a movie real quick and come back, but I ain't going to be with this kid all fucking day.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yo, and the annoyances, bro. You got to be a patient motherfucker to deal with these mother kids, man. The last point I'll make here. This is one thing I got to say. The patience, bro. The patience. Oh my God, yo. You think going to high school or going to college doing homework is like you have to be kind of patient and get through try being around a motherfucking 9-year-old girl. Yo, I don't give a fuck how I sound. If I sound like a scumbag, I gotta let somebody know, bro.
I think you just let it out, bro, because there's pain in that voice right now.
There's pain. There's fucking pain.
Come on,
House of pain.
Let it out, Jay. Come on, Don Provolone.
Yeah. Don Provolone about to let him know, and I can tell you, man, if you are not a patient person, pretty much, if you flip out in a little bit of traffic, you can't have a kid. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you right now.
Have a kid now, then fuck that.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You can't.
I do cartwheels cussing out things out in the fucking highway.
That's what I'm saying. No matter what it is, what I mean. Stupid shit like nobody going nowhere, but for some reason you're cussing somebody out in traffic. You feel me? So with this kid, bro, the kid, number one, they don't shut the fuck up, yo. Number one, I don't care how I sound on that one. They do not shut the fuck up, yo. You see, because sometimes you don't feel like talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're on a podcast right now, but that's the whole point of this podcast. You got to talk. That's what we're gonna do. We just make hum sounds the whole fucking time. But sometimes you're making breakfast. You're down. I'm in my groove. I'm making my egg whites. I got like an episode of Sopranos pumping on the phone or something like that, just for some background noise. I might be just whatever. It's still early as fuck in the morning. Then this motherfucker comes downstairs. Hey, Daddy. I was like, what's up? Good morning. Guess what? What now? Like, what could be, what's so surprising? I seen you go to bed and get up. Like, what happened in that time? You know what I mean? That's how the conversation goes. Like, what is so surprising that happened from you waking your ass up to now?
that I gotta guess what?
That I gotta guess. How about I, what's gonna happen there, kid? They're champ sport. You're gonna get some breakfast and you're gonna be quiet and eat it and go to school. How's that sound? That sounds banging, right?
Oh my God.
And it's something stupid. Guess what? Trinity's going to school today. I don't give a fuck what Trinity's doing. That's what I wanted to say to her. I don't give a damn what she's doing, what school she's going to, and shit like that. And that's the type of shit you got to deal with. That's what you got to deal with, though.
Yeah.
You got to deal with that all day long, though, bro. And they feel like they have to talk. You know what I'm saying? Like there is no silence. There has to be talking.
Has to be a
if you're watching a movie with them, has to be. Like, hey, Daddy, you want to watch a movie with me? All right. So you put some stupid shit on Netflix. You put Mona on, or the Bee Movie, or something along those kiddie type of lines. Because she's still in that the kiddie age. She's starting to kind of become a teenager, but she's still like kiddie. Yep. So she wants to watch stupid shit like that. It is what it is. You got to do. You got to make that sacrifice as an adult. You watch to put the kid movie on, but then that motherfucker won't shut up. You know what I mean? Then she's asking you questions about a movie that you have no desire to watch in the first place or seen, but she's asking you these questions. You know what I mean?
Yo, oh my God. I laugh because I have a nephew who used to do that. Shout out Julian. I love you so much. But holy smokes, man, was it and Gio as well. These motherfuckers were like the most like they should have been called fucking George. They were curious about every goddamn thing. Everything.
Yeah. And I get it. I get it. I used to be a kid too. I understand. You know what I mean? I get it. But at the same time, like, shut up though. You feel me?
Like,
so there's an extent you can be nice to these kids. You know what I'm saying? And they push it every fucking time you're around them, to the point sometimes, man, because I got the man cave now, thank the Lord. So when I hear her little feet, I hear Littlefoot upstairs, tap 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 tap, and I hear, wait a minute, she's coming downstairs, and I'm in the kitchen and I hear it. I'll do I'll be deacon into the room. You know what I mean? Bathroom, watch out, don't stub your toe. Okay, dive in, close the door. You know what I mean? Can't talk to me if the door's closed, because that's the rule around here. If my door is closed, unless you dying, don't talk to me. Don't knock on this door. You feel me? So you gotta. I say these things because you gotta be ready for them if you're trying to have kids.
I want this to be a cartoon or some sort of show.
Yep. It's true, man. You got me doing spin moves, bucking hood patterns, and everything, trying to get up in here when the kid's coming downstairs. Because it gets to that point, yo. It gets to that point. Imagine if Katie Joe or anybody in your life, right, bro? Like, you're at all times, anytime you see them, there is no shutting up, and it's about nothing. You feel me? Just random shit. Like I was saying in another episode. Boop, boop, beep, boop. You know what I mean?
Yep. So just
that's all you hear. Daddy? Like, you there? Like, are you going to respond to me? No. Nah.
No.
All you do is stand there, you're sitting there like, yeah, that's crazy. Well, maybe you should stop doing that. Yeah.
Autopilot
She's stupid. Yeah, that's what it is.
She's
she's stupid. Why do some kids say bad words on the bus? Shit like that. Because they're dumb.
Yo, oh God, I don't think I could do it, man. I don't think I could do it.
You got to be. I'm saying all these things because you got to be prepared, man. If you have any sort of doubt to have one, don't do it, because anything they do is going to piss you the fuck off, and you don't want to live your life like that every single day, because it got to that point with me and Jody. At a certain point, literally, no matter what the kid did, said, moved, even if it wasn't something annoying, I found it annoying. Yeah. You feel me? Yep. Like, why do you got to get a fruit roll up right now? Type of shit. It's 1:00 in the afternoon. Why do you need a fruit roll up? Yeah, like shit like that. Why are you walking to the bathroom? Stupid shit like that. Then that's how it got, man. And it really is. And it's a rough. So what I get to take away from this podcast for anybody that might want to have kids, if you don't have the patience, you don't have the time, you don't have the money, and you doubt in any of these things, don't do it. Don't do it. Any dude out there trying to be Mr. Stepfather, you got to remember, it's cool to be good to the kid to get some pussy. Yeah, you got to do that in the beginning, but you got to remember this kid's going to be looking at you as their dad, and you will impact them for of many years to come, especially when they're really young, because anything you do to them or around them, it imprints on their head. So, like, even if me and Marino, God forbid, me and Mariela don't last, Majadi's gonna remember me forever.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
What type of dude I was, what I did, how I acted.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. What a man really acts like, things like this, and she's gonna impose that shit on dudes she meets. Later in life, because it is what it is. She's gonna meet dudes at some point, and the fucked up thing, like the last thing I gotta say about this before we get the fuck out of here, because I want to play some G-Dub. The last thing is what's start a little awkward. Is boys are starting to get curious about her, with the, I like you type of scenarios. And in her mind, she's still a little innocent. Yeah. Like, she just thinks they're trying to be extra nice to her. But in reality, I was in 6th grade. I was in 7th grade. I was trying to fuck. You know what I mean? I'm going to keep it real. Like, and like, she's asking Mariela, me for advice. Why does he keep doing this? And the kid is gay. Was trying to game her. This little prick. He was trying to put some game on her ass, yo. Like, I looked at her I guess these kids they're like 12 years old, 11 years old with Instagram accounts and things like this. And this dude slid up in her little DMs.
Oh, God.
And,
no.
And he was, a kid at her school was talking about hey, hi, why are you not talking to me? Do you like me? Yes or no? I seen you at lunch. You look pretty today. Can I walk you home tomorrow? Your dad doesn't need to find out. AKA like come on, like I'm trying to use my dinkus here. Can you touch my dinkus?
I don't want to think about this shit. Fuck that.
Yeah, so it's crazy, bro. I'm saying this because you have to, as a man coming in outside, especially if you're dealing with little girls, these are the type of scenarios you got to be ready for, and that's why I'm bringing it up. You got to be ready for these things, man. And I never would have thought. I wanted a kid, but I keep it real right now. I was like, I don't want no fucking girl. You know what I mean? I can tell you not, because me and the boy can play sports. I'm not saying girls can't, but like I can relate to him playing sports, and when he gets of age, we start talking about slapping five, getting blowjobs, things like things like that. The important shit that you talk to boys about. You feel a little down. I don't know. Life's getting to me, Dad. Things are set. Go play catch and get a blowjob. Fix everything right up. Lift a couple weights, watch a movie, get a blowjob. Feel like a champion.
Make sure to do your homework, though.
Yeah, do your homework first. Get a blowjob, play some catch, and then have a good life. That's all you get home for in life, man. That's what I'm telling you.
Your mom's cooking dinner, so don't worry about that.
Yeah, that's covered. So go ahead and end this little tea party and get the fuck out there and get a blowjob.
Let's end this little tea party. So dope.
And get out there and get a blowjob. Stop acting soft before you get beat up. But that's how it would go right there, man. So don't have them. Right. I don't want them. The synopsis and summary is I don't want them. Juan doesn't want them. And that's okay. Yeah, let it be okay, people. God damn it. It is okay.
Jesus.
It is okay, man. There's plenty of kids out there. It's not like we're running out.
Yeah, exactly.
You feel me?
Nah.
It's not like we're very low to the point where people are not fucking and yada, 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 which Denmark is going through, which is hilarious, bro. There's ads on TV for people to fuck.
Wow.
Like, please do it.
Please.
Dead serious, too.
Jesus.
Dead serious. They're actually paying outsiders to come move in and fuck their women. So shout out to anybody that's going through some problems and can't get any girls. Go to Denmark. You'll be getting all types of Copenhagen, if you know what I'm saying.
Fucking A, bro. Stupid. I fucking love it, though.
Dumb, yo.
Oh,
we got to get the fuck
out of here. We got to go.
We're at that time, guys. We got to get out of here. Juan, you want to tell them where they can reach us? Or you want me to do it, bro?
I'll hit him with the hardness right now. Paples. You can listen to us on iTunes. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and leave reviews. Let the world know that you're being entertained by us. Give us the 5 stars. It'll help us get onto the leaderboard, let more people listen to us, have a good time, laugh some more. We are also on Google Play, so iTunes isn't the only platform that we are to hear our podcast. We're on Google Play, we're on Stitcher, things like that. If you want to really keep up to date with us, if you want to catch us on all the type of different social medias that we are a part of, go to chillinwiththejays.podcast.com. That is chillinwiththejays.podcast.com. We have links to all of our social media. We would love to hear any of your questions. Hey, are you the type of people that do have kids? And you're like, these fucking guys are jerks. I love my child, and I love answering her questions. Well, leave that comment. Let us know how you feel. Let us know what sort of crazy questions your child has asked you.
You got a guy that reads them.
And then we will go on. We will talk about it because, that's what we do. We talk, people. But with that being said, man, I think that was cool. That was nice. That was smooth, bruh.
Definitely, man. Definitely. And I'm not saying don't have kids or nothing like that. That's just how we feel, and that's okay for us to talk about it, people. So, on that note, Juan,
sir,
we are fucking
out of here. Deuces.
Yes.